What's going on, people? I was out hanging out with my kids today. That's why I haven't been online. We went to Nashville uh, to hang out, and they're reaching that age where they want to hang out with dad. So we took off and had us a father son day, which is a billion times more important than this. I want to touch on a couple of things, and then I'm gonna get off of here because there's no point in keeping everybody up all night. The first thing that I want to do is I want to accuse myself of something. Yeah, I know. Weird, right? A guy that's so honest that he's even honest about himself. Hmm. I'm guilty of trying to have my cake and eat it too. And I'll explain. All I've wanted for the longest is to be able to do my content and be left alone. That's pretty much it. You guys know that. Now that I finally have the ability to do my content and be left alone, what do I go and do? I go and mess with the very people that I want to leave me alone. And it makes no sense because all I've ever wanted is for them to leave me alone. And even if I couldn't get them to leave me alone on their own, YouTube has put systems in place to where they can't bother me anymore. With those systems being in place, I should just simply do my content. But instead, what have I been doing? Exactly. I've been BSing around. So, one of the decisions that I made today is I'm not going to play with these people anymore. From now on, I'm going to have my streams set up to where they can't come on them, period. And if they do find a way to come on them, we're just going to ban them and keep moving. I'm not going to have my cake and eat it too because I always call out other people for doing that. So it's time to call myself out for it. Um, that's it with these people. So if you haven't been on my channel long enough to talk in the chat, use the comment section when the stream's over. And if you don't want to do that, then I don't know what else to tell you. But I am no longer making my streams available for these people because I need to practice what I preach. I wanted to be left alone by these people. Now I have that option, and now I need to leave them alone in return. It's as simple as that. Fair is fair. Even though I don't like these people, and I think most of them are despicable human beings, the truth is they can only bother me now is if I let them. If I turn off the sub only mode and purposely let them come on my streams, then that means I'm asking for it. And I'm going to stop doing that. I was thinking about it while I was out today. I was like, you know what? The time has come to either pick a path, either mess with these people or just leave them alone. And I just picked the right path to just leave them alone. I don't care what they say and do on their troll channels. I don't care what they write in comment sections of channels that don't belong to me. I don't care about none of that. I'm going to control what I can control. And that thing I can control is I can keep them off of my channels. The rest of YouTube, I don't care about. So from today on, they're done around here. Also, in my Discord, mods, if you would, go through there and anything and everything related to these people, I want it pulled down and out of my Discord. Period. I don't even want to see a whiff of these people. I don't care who they trolling. I don't care who they harassing. If you're members of the league and they're harassing you, then there are ways for you to deal with it. You can do the same things that I did. You can set your channels up to where they can't come on them anymore. Simple as that. Some of you guys that do content in there are desperate for comments or whatever on your streams and videos. So you allow these people on your channels not because you like what they're saying or because you agree with what they're saying, but because you're so desperate to get comments on your content that you allow any kind of comments. And I understand that when you just starting off a channel or whatever, any kind of comment is a good comment as far as you're concerned. I used to do that too. But now I realize comments don't matter on YouTube. They really don't. The only thing that matters, honestly, is watch time and how much time people spend on your channel. That's all that matters. Likes and dislikes don't matter. Comments don't matter. None of that matters. It's just how much watch time does your channel generate. YouTube is in the business of getting people to come out and watch. And the more time people spend on your channel, the more YouTube promotes your channel. That's seriously all it is. So that's the second thing. From here on out, I'm going to quit worrying about likes and dislikes. I'm going to quit worrying about subs and all that. I'm just going to come on, do my content, and I get what I get. I'm not going to stress myself out over this stuff because honestly, it's just a waste of time. I shouldn't have to sit here for 20, 30, 40 minutes telling people to hit the like button. All of you who watch me have been watching me long enough to know what to do. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that at all. So after today, you will not hear me say hit the like button or none of that. Hit the buttons. I'm not saying none of that no more because the fact is y'all already know how to do that. You go to other people's channels, you do it instantly. You come to my channel and you get lazy all of a sudden. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to worry about it. So I don't give a rip anymore about that stuff. It's just time to pick a path, guys. If I want to be bothered with this, then I need to pick a path. I can't just keep on doing willy-nilly whatever, putting up with this, dealing. I can't do that. I'm too busy of a person in the real world to be doing all that stuff. So this is the path I've chosen. I'm just going to do my content and then I'm going to get the hell off of here. I should have been doing that anyway. And that's the best approach. And also, another thing. Now, you guys know, I've made my videos and streams and stuff about geekdom. And, I was playing the same game he was playing. The evasive, not saying people's name stuff. I was doing that, just to be an a-hole. But the truth of the matter is, I'm a man. I'm not a punk. I'm not scared to say people's names. And I'm not going to play that game at all. So I'm not going to use any made up funny names or whatever. I'm going to call Geekdom, period. If I got something to say about him, I'm going to say his name. I'm not going to do like him and go on Twitter and make these vague remarks and this. I'm going to call him out because that's what men do. And if you don't like it or if he don't like, I don't care because there's nothing you can do about it, period. I'm going to do what I want, but I'm not going to be like him. That's the game that he plays, because to him, this is all a business. It's all money. It's all this and that. To me, I'm not going to sell out my manhood and my integrity to act like him. And also, I said that I would leave him alone if he left me alone. He hasn't left me alone. He's still running me down and run his mouth about me on Twitter. He might not be making videos, but he's still posting on Twitter about me, making little short videos about me. And the only thing I asked to do was leave me alone. I said what I had to say. He said what he had to say. But of course, I knew he wouldn't be able to leave me alone. So I've also decided I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to treat him like I treat everybody else in the Dragon Ball / anime community. If he makes a video or says or does something, I'm going to roast him just like everybody else. I'm not putting any limits on myself just because who he is. As far as I'm concerned, he's in the same bucket with the rest of those dudes. He ain't no better than any of the rest of them. If you ask me, he's one of the lower tier dudes. He's low-hanging fruit. So, I'm retracting my statement of leaving him alone because he, for some reason, can't drop it. So, if you want to call me a clout chaser, I don't care. I'm going to roast him because he's a part of the Dragon Ball community, not because of some dumb side beef. When he makes a stupid video, I'm going to roast it because it's a stupid video, not because of some dumb side beef. I don't like the Dragon Ball community. I think they're all liars, clickbaiters, and hypocrites. And I think they're all unusually obsessed with pictures of little cartoon girls. So therefore, I'm going to treat them all equally. Just because you like one guy over another don't matter to me. I'm going to make videos and streams about whatever I choose. So as far as I'm concerned, Geekdom 101 is just, he's right there on the table with the rest of those Dragon Ball guys. Whenever I decide to talk about him, I will. I'm not going to limit myself trying to be nice. I'm not going to limit myself because he's still talking about me. Unnecessarily, of course, because I let the shit go. And listen, Keon Bonner, you can call it whatever you want, and you can say I'm keeping it 100, but what you're really doing is trying to shit talk. And honestly, I have no more time for that neither. So you can bounce. I'm not listening to no more of that stuff. This dude literally sitting on Twitter every day calling me punks, pussies, bitches, talking about I'm not human, I'm not a person, and if I respond, I'm a clout chaser. No, I'm sorry. The stuff he's saying about me, I have a right to say what I want. If you don't like it, then never come back to my channel ever again. It's that simple. You're another one of these guys who've been hanging around one of these wishy-washy bandwagon dudes. And guess what? That's the next thing. If you a bandwagoner, just leave. Just leave. Okay? Just leave. Because honestly, I truly have zero respect for you people. You folks who want to be here for the drama and all this and that, but you're not real fans. Just leave, man. Because I'm going to discover who you are. I'm going to discover your bullshit, and I'm going to get rid of you. I don't care how long you've been watching me. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm not in the mood for it anymore. You can say you're being honest. You can say whatever. You can try to categorize it however you want. But let me tell you what it truly is. It's just you being a bandwagoner. Because the stuff that he's saying about me, if I say anything, because he's a bigger YouTuber than me, that automatically makes it clout chasing. Come on, dude. If he was saying this stuff about you, you would respond as well. So just don't even. I'm so tired of this hypocritical approach to everything. If someone has a bigger channel than you, you're not allowed to say anything back because you're a clout chaser if you say something back. And the stuff he's saying is on Twitter. So I'm not even responding to a YouTube channel. I'm responding to stuff he's saying on Twitter. He's making little videos and talking shit on Twitter. So I'm responding to those remarks. I don't care about his little YouTube channel. I roast all Dragon Ball channels. Just like the other day when I roasted Carthu's Dojo. And you saw what he did. He messaged me and asked me why was I roasting him. Okay, so Geekdom is not the only person. You guys need to stop acting like Geekdom is the only person that I roast. Because he's not. Listen, Xavier Rose, goodbye. I'm not playing that game. Goodbye. Not playing that game at all. Anybody that wants to act stupid, goodbye. I told y'all, we're done. We're done with that stuff. Them days are over. I'm going to treat every last one of y'all the same way. We're not doing that stuff anymore. I don't want y'all here. So go ahead and just out yourselves and hit the door. Save me the trouble. Because I promise you, every time you stick your head out, I'm going to chop it off. I don't want nothing else to do with you. I'm done. I'm completely done. I'm going to do like I said, and I'm going to make my content, and I'm going to stay away from people like yourself. Because you're going to sit here and ask stupid questions that you know the answer to, all for the sake of trying to start some shit with me. Well, you're some loser in my chat. I'm not finna argue with a loser in my chat. You're a nobody here to watch me. And now you're a nobody who got banned. And I'm going to make sure every time you show up on any one of my channels, you're going to be banned. So you might as well unsub. You might as well just unsub from all my channels and just get away from me. Period. Because I'm not going to let anybody decide what I get to talk about. That's ultimately what the problem is. You people want control over my words. You want control over what I post. And that's why y'all make these little punk ass comments. Well, it's not going to happen. I'm going to post whatever I want when I want. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what YouTuber you like. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. I'm going to make whatever content I want to make. If you got a problem with that, find an exit. I'm giving you the easy way out because you don't like me anyway. You only come around for the drama and the bullshit. So you can still get that without being here. That's all I'm saying. You can still have that. But after today, I got no more time for this. I'm not mentioning none of this stuff and none of you fools that go along with it. I'm going to get up and make my content. I'm going to go to work every day. I'm going to hang with my kids, and I'm going to just treat this stuff like it's supposed to be treated. Because the biggest problem and the biggest mistake that I made is getting too serious again. That's exactly why I had to reset myself. That's why I had to call myself out, because the truth is, every time I let myself get too serious with this, all this stuff starts. So I'm just resetting myself back to what I used to do. Make my content and don't care about what any of y'all think at all for any reason. If you don't like a stream or video that I make because it's about your favorite YouTuber, then don't watch it. The same thing y'all tell me. If you don't like it, don't watch. Well, don't watch. Why don't y'all, practice what y'all preach? Y'all love telling other people that, but then you same people who don't like me spend all day on my channel. That makes a lot of sense, don't it? You can tell other people all day long, if you don't like it, don't watch. So why do y'all spend so much time watching stuff y'all don't like? Exactly. Y'all are the biggest hypocrites on YouTube. Anyone who says if you don't like it, don't watch, all of you people who say that, you're hypocrites. Because you turn right back around and watch people that you don't like. And then you complain about those people. There's no need to flag, dislike, or do none of that if you simply avoid channels you don't like. The reason why I don't waste time flagging and disliking videos is because I avoid channels I don't like. I don't even click on them. I don't give them views. It's that simple. What's that old commercial? So easy a caveman could do it. That's how simple YouTube really is. You see a thumbnail and a title. Hey, I don't like that person, so I'm just going to keep moving to the next video. But that's not what y'all do. I don't like that person. Click. That's what y'all do. And then y'all get upset by what you see and hear. So that ain't got nothing to do with me. Your feelings don't matter to me. Your feelings will never matter to me. The changes that I'm making are because I should have made these changes a long time ago. I'm purging all this stuff because I really honestly don't have enough time to care. So, all you people who say, if you don't care about geekdom, why you make a video? Well, let's see. I just gave you a reason. Because he trash talking me. So I'm going to trash talk him back in return. It's called revenge. Has nothing to do with like or dislike. It's simple revenge. Something that I do very well on YouTube. I don't know why you people ask that question. That's like the dumbest question in the world that y'all ask. Because guess what? If you walked up to me in the real world and said some of that stuff to me, all of those will be missing. Geekdom knows that as well. So the only thing you can do online when people talk shit about you is talk shit about them. That's the only way. It's a digital fight. Because if he walked up to me in the real world and called me a pussy, all of that would be missing. He know it and I know it. So for you people who ask that dumb question, there's your answer. You talk about me, I'm going to talk about you. It's that simple. You want to know why I haven't made any streams or videos on Tipster? Because Tipster stopped talking about me and moved on with his business. I kept my word. I told him I would leave him alone if he left me alone. He did and I did. What's so hard for y'all to understand about that? What's so hard to understand about that? Very simple concept. Keep my name out your mouth, I'll keep your name out of my mouth. Mutual understanding. See, Geekdom is the one that made it personal. He the one started calling me all kinds of names and stuff when all I did was criticize one of his videos. Okay, so let's make it clear. I didn't make it personal. And I got the stream up showing where he made it personal, calling me out of my name. I never called him out of his name until he did it first. All of you people who look at people's sub counts to decide the victor, y'all are the problem. I had some fool tell me today, I don't care what Geekdom does, he has more subs than you. Subscriber counts don't make right. I don't care if you got 1 trillion subscribers. It doesn't make you right if you do something to somebody or if you run your mouth about somebody. But that's what's wrong with this website. As long as somebody has a lot of subscribers, y'all don't care what kind of behavior they show. Y'all don't care what they do. And you know, honestly, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me at all. I'm done worrying about it. Follow whatever person you want. Follow however many subs that they have. I truly don't give a shit. I'm going to say what I want, period. And I'm not going to pay any attention anymore to anything that has nothing to do with my content. I'm going to show you guys once and for all how to deal with people, especially idiots, by simply not dealing with them. I'm going to show you how to deal with people like Geekdom, who has this bad habit of running his mouth and saying things that he can't back up. And I'm just going to do the same thing to him. At some point, he'll get tired of it and he'll go on about his little Dragon Ball stuff, and then it'll be over with. But as long as he keeps running his mouth about me, I'm going to say what I want about him. The same deal applies, like I did with Tipster. Tipster accepted it and left me alone. I'm not going to sit on this website and let dudes that are younger than me, who've done less in life than me, talk crazy to me. I'm just not going to let you do it. Okay, I don't care how long he's been on YouTube and how many YouTube dollars he done scrounged off of you people. Okay? Don't none of that equal up to a hill of beans to me. It really don't. While he's on the internet doing all this, sucking y'all off for money, I make the same amount of money offline working like a real man. So I don't need to come on here and kiss y'all asses. He does. He the one that gets mad when he gets criticized. Every single person, whether you like him or not, say the same thing. Geekdom does not like being criticized. This whole thing with him started because one person in my Discord unsubbed from him. That's how stupid the whole thing is. I want y'all to understand that. That's how stupid the whole situation is. One guy unsubbed from him and explained to him why he unsubbed. That whole thing is what set Geekdom off. That's how insecure and how much of a punk he is. That he let one dude unsubbing from him drive him to what he's doing now. It's that simple. That's what started it. That's where his little anger flares up at. He don't like to hear from people who used to watch him, who tell him the truth about himself. And my Discord's full of people who used to be sub to him, and they've told him to his face, dude, this is the reason why I stopped watching you. Most of them say it's because of his ego. According to him, he don't have an ego. Well, that's up to you. Believe what you want to believe. But everywhere I go, people say the same thing. Geekdom has an ego problem. It's a turnoff. I don't like his content because of his ego. Okay. My problem with him is that he's fake. And I proved how fake he really is in that live stream. I showed y'all how he lies to his subscribers, how he lies to everybody. So I don't need to show nothing else. I don't need to spend any time at all showing any other proof. I showed the evidence. And you want to know what they saying? You want to know what they saying? Well, everybody does it, so it don't matter. No, everybody don't do it. And we as a community and I'm talking to YouTube communities, we need to stop using that excuse. Okay? Well, so-and-so's doing it, so it's okay for that guy to do it. We need to stop that, okay? And we need to stop trying to pretend like everybody is all doing the same stuff. Okay? I'm not running around lying and pretending that I like Dragon Ball when I really don't. A bunch of people that follow me, they're not running around lying about liking Dragon Ball Super and pretending to like it just to make money. I haven't seen any screenshots or evidence of any of these other Dragon Ball YouTubers flat out admitting that they're lying to their fan base for money. There are whole videos of Geekdom admitting in his own words that he don't even like the Dragon Ball community. I played the damn video for you guys. He hates the Dragon Ball community. But because it makes money, he's pretending to care about it. I played the video. And guess what? Everybody's doing it, so it's okay. Everybody's not doing it. I've never heard a video of Mastar Media saying, I hate the whole community, blah, blah, blah. I'm just using them for money. I've never heard Blackscape say that. I've never heard Unrelent say that. I've never heard Laughing Stock Media say that. I've never heard Masako X say that. Only one I've ever heard say that is Geekdom. And that's because I played the video of him saying he hates the Dragon Ball community. If I hadn't played the video, even I wouldn't have believed it. But the fact is, he said it. And all you people who follow him, you just did what you always do. I don't really care because everybody does it. That's what y'all say. And guess what? That's fine. That is 100% fine. I don't care anymore. I'm going to just make my content and not worry about how y'all feel about somebody. I don't give a rip. All these people with their little fake accounts, I'm just going to let them use all these accounts up. They're never going to be able to talk again. Pretty soon they're going to be out of accounts. When you've subbed to somebody 50 times, all we can do is just sit back and just let them run out of accounts. And once they do, we're never going to be bothered with it ever again. I'm never going to mention any of this stuff again. I don't care how many times they show up with their fake accounts. I don't care anymore because these people ain't going to do shit except this. That's all they got is words and the dislike button. They have no other power. They know it, you know it, and I know it. And that's why I'm going to treat them exactly like what they are. They're just air. They're nothing. They're nobodies. They're not going to get any more of my time. Period. And I'm not going to respond anymore to anybody. If I make a video or a stream and you decide you want to come on my shit and, oh, why are you talking about me? Like Carthu did, I'm just going to ignore you. I don't owe you an explanation. I got a right to say whatever I want on YouTube. If you feel like I said something about you that's not fair or it's not true, then do something about it. You know, out of respect, I usually respond to these people. That's why I responded to Carthu, but I'm not doing that anymore because I don't owe you an explanation. I don't have to explain nothing that I say or do. I do what I want, period. It's just that simple. So if you don't like my content, you got a right to say whatever you like about it. But I'm not listening to that stuff anymore. And I'm not going to be nice and give an explanation out of respect anymore. Because honestly, I don't respect none of these dudes. So I'm not going to do that. If you don't like it, don't watch. Ain't that what the losers always say? The only way to win this is to not play. That's it. And that's why I'm done playing. I'm done playing with the trolls. I'm done playing with these stupid people who have some kind of issue with me. I'm done playing their game. They're going to play my game, which is you're going to be ignored. That's the new game we're going to play. If you can't get on board, goodbye. It's that simple. I'm only dealing with adults. All of my content is for adults only, for a reason. I'm not dealing with little kids and punks and little crybabies. I'm not dealing with people that live with their parents. I'm not dealing with any of those kinds of people anymore. At all. If you can't act your age, see you later. It's that simple. I don't care what size your channel is. I don't care how long you've been on YouTube. If you can't act like an adult, see you later. I don't even care, dude. I don't even care. Honestly, it does not matter. What matters is I'm going to do what I want to do. Everybody else on this dumb website does what they want to do. It seems like the only time there are issues when I try to do what I want to do. No one stands in the way of other people doing what they want. But for some reason, as soon as I decide to do my thing, everybody's trying to roadblock. And I'm done focusing on stuff that don't matter. I promise you, I am done with it. As of right now, I'm done focusing on stuff that don't matter. I'm just going to do like those horses that are running in Kentucky Derby. The reason they put blinders on those horses is so the only thing they can see is what's in front of them. That's what I'm going to do from now on. What's in front of me. I don't care about over there or over there because it's just a waste. These guys who come with the fake accounts, they don't want to take me down. They don't want to do none of the stuff they say in their troll messages. What they want to do is distract me from my content. And I have allowed these people to distract me for over 2 years now. That's all they want. Because if they had any ability to take me down, they would have done it by now. If they had plans to come to my house like they keep saying they're going to do, they would have done it by now. If they had the money and the resources to do any of this stuff, they would have done it by now. Okay? The fact that they come with these arbitrary dates, you got 24 hours, you got 72 hours. It's all bullshit. These guys can't do anything except throw me off of my game. That's all they want to do. The more time I spend talking about them, the less time I spend talking about my topics. That has been their ultimate goal. That's all they've ever wanted. They don't want anything else. If I spend a second talking about them, it makes their day. And I've known this. Don't get it twisted. I've known this for a long time. My dumb ass kept feeding into it. Okay? I'm the one that kept feeding into it. Just like the other day when I was turning off the sub-only mode. Playing with them. Feeding into it. I'm not going to do any of that anymore. Period. From here on out, I got nothing else to say about these people. They can talk about whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. I don't care anymore. Enjoy your lives. You guys have wasted 4 years stalking a dude that y'all can't touch. Y'all will never get those years back. During that same 4 years, I have doubled and tripled my net worth. So while you guys are broke living with your parents, I'm making money. So you're never going to get the 4 years back that you spent harassing me. You're never going to get those years back. You've wasted all that time. That's 4 years you could have been working. 4 years you could have been earning a living. But you decided to spend 4 years harassing a dude that has done nothing to you. Good luck with that, by the way. I hope that I somehow pass one of y'all sleeping under a bridge, holding a sign, with a cup in your hand. That's most of y'all fate, by the way. Most of you guys online doing this trolling, that's your fate. Because you think you're going to be young forever. You think your parents are going to live forever. And then you end up under a bridge, sleeping under a piece of cardboard. Good luck with that. Have a nice future. Because that's exactly what your future looks like. While y'all busy doing y'all trolling online on your parents' Wi-Fi account, I'm making money. That's all it's ever been about to me. That's all it will ever be about. So you guys do whatever you want. And all you guys that follow me, I ain't going to tell y'all shit. If y'all want to engage with these people, if y'all want to keep going watching they troll videos, that's your business. Don't even tell me about it because I don't care. I went through and blocked all of their channels for a reason. I'm going to keep my chats and my channels completely blocked. Period. I don't give a damn. There ain't no changing it. Anybody who wants me to change it, anybody asks me to change it because it doesn't accommodate you, I'm going to ban your ass. NBA, I couldn't chat yesterday. Banned. Now you can't chat at all. See what's going to happen? I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. It don't matter at all. I am done. Just to show y'all I'm not kidding. I will do whatever it takes. Because I'm just not playing the game no more. Not playing the game anymore. If y'all want to play it, go play it. But you're not playing it here. I done had about enough of it, people. And like I said, I'm not blaming anybody. It's my own fault because I'm the one that's been sitting around dealing with the shit. I'm the one that's been provoking it by constantly dealing with these people. And I'm not going to do that anymore. From here on out, I'm going to do my content. And if you can't get with that, then oh well. I'll do whatever it takes to get rid of you. No one should have to come on the internet every fucking day and be bothered simply because they're giving their opinion. No one should have to come on the internet every fucking day and have people mess with their children simply because they're giving their opinion. These people somehow think that they're doing the right thing by harassing my kids and shit like that. It's fucked up. But there is no way they're going to change. And there's no way they're going to stop harassing me. So I'm just going to do what I got to do on my end and not worry about them. Period. I'm not going to talk about what they're doing anymore. I don't care. Ordering pizzas, calling my phone. I'm not going to mention any of that shit ever again. Because that's what they want me to do. When they send pizzas to my house, they want me to come on and tell you guys that they sent pizzas to my house. Because the only way y'all are going to know it happened is if I come on and tell you. So I'm not going to say anything about it anymore. If they call my phone, the only way you guys will know is if I come on and tell you. And I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm not going to say a single word about any of it anymore. That way, it completely cuts off their fun. Because they only do this stuff because they want y'all to know about it. They want me to come on and tell y'all because that gives them what they asking for. They get happy. Oh, guys, he's telling them what I did. And then they go and make a video about it. Well, I'm taking all that away from them. I don't care what they do. I'm not going to say a word about it anymore. Because it's just simply not worth it. It's just that simple. It's really stupid that I'm even having to say this. But like I said, it's my own fault. Because I'm the one that's been basically going back and forth with these fucking idiots. So, yeah, I ain't blaming nobody but myself. And that's exactly why I'm the person that's going to fix it. Because I should have never done it to begin with. Magical Z, that's my son, dude. Yeah, I made him a mod so people wouldn't ban him because he got banned by accident. It's all right. He didn't know, man. I mean, you can't fault the guy for not knowing. He didn't know. Nobody really did, so it don't really matter. It ain't a big deal. Like I said, guys, it's just YouTube, and that's what the league has to get back to. Okay? We have to get back to the fact that it's just YouTube. We need to stop treating it so serious. That's exactly why I'm blank slating this. Matter of fact, this channel, all the old videos have been completely deleted. I didn't hide them. I didn't unlist them. I didn't private them. I deleted them. I went through and completely deleted everything on this channel. A lot of it was old 2, 3, 4-year-old videos and streams. I got rid of all of it because I'm turning over a completely new leaf. I'm not playing anymore. If I'm going to be bothered with YouTube, then I'm going to stick to my guns and do what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to speak my fucking content. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to be honest with people. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm not going to pay any more attention to anybody who is trying to deflect or redirect or whatever it is they're trying to do. I'm not going to let these people derail my content anymore. I've wasted too much time on that stuff. And I'm also going through my other channels, deleting a bunch of stuff. Getting rid of a lot of old trash content that I don't want to care about anymore. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. In my Discord or in my comment section, I don't want to hear nothing about these fucking trolls. Do you come in my Discord? Oh, guess what they said about you? Banned immediately. I'm going to do it personally. You come on my channel. Hey, guess what this person said about you? Banned immediately. I'm going to do it myself. I don't care who you are and how long you've been following me. I'm done listening to it. I'm done hearing about it. I promise you I am. So if you want to take the risk and see if I'm playing, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Like I said, I can't stop y'all from going to these channels. But as soon as you tell me about it, I'm just getting rid of you. Because I don't want people around me anyway who spend time on these channels. So if you're stupid enough to tell me about it, oh well. And that includes everybody from top to bottom. I don't care if you're a mod. I don't care if you're in the Discord and you're a mod. I don't care. Don't mention this stuff to me anymore because I do not care. It does not make money. Like the old saying, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So don't waste my energy and don't waste your own. I'm going to completely make these people void. Because that's the only thing that they hate is when no one pays attention to them. That's it. That's all there is to it. I just want to make sure everybody understands this is a full stop and a full reset. For me, especially, more than anything else. Because I just simply had enough. I just had enough. I just want to do my content and go on about my business. I don't care about nothing else. So, once again, anyone who's on my channel, if you haven't been on here long enough to talk in the chat, then you need to learn how to use the comment section. If you don't want to write a comment, then don't whine about the chat. It's that simple. Because I'm not changing anything else for anybody else. Any changes that I make will be because I want to make them. But the chat, the sub-only mode is permanent. And if it gets ridiculous, I'll make it members only. Period. And I don't care if only 2 people show up every stream. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm just done. I'm trying to emphasize to you, I am done. I'm 44 years old and I just am not interested in fighting and arguing with little kids online who want to play and harass and fuck with my family and all that stuff. I'm just not interested. I'm not worried about them messing with my family, but at the same time, my family shouldn't have to be harassed every day, all because they don't like my opinion on a fucking cartoon or something stupid like that. I don't want to be bothered. So if I'm going to do YouTube, I'm going to do it my way. That's the only way I can do it. So if you can't get with that, y'all know where the unsub is. Hit the unsub and get out of here. Because you're not going to get what you want out of me. Period. You're not going to get what you want. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to talk about what I want when I want. And if it ain't your topic, if that ain't something that you into, nobody's making you watch. If I make a video about something you don't care about, you don't have to watch. You don't have to even care. Just avoid it. That's what I do. It works. I'm finna lower my stress levels. You know? I went on my phone. I deleted the damn YouTube shit on my phone. Because I'm finna stop checking that shit when I'm out in public or what. I'm finna quit checking the shit. I deal with it when I'm at home. When I'm out in public or I'm at work, I don't care about it. That's why I deleted the studio app and all that shit off my fucking phone. I don't even want that shit on my phone no more. I'm going to just deal with it when I'm home. When I'm not home, fuck YouTube. I don't even want notifications from nothing. Don't want to be bothered with it. That's how serious I am. I'm going to do my content shit when I'm home. When I'm not here, I don't want none of this junk popping up on my phone. That's why I took the app off my phone. I don't want to be bothered. I'm dead serious. I made up in my mind I'm gonna be as serious as possible about doing what I want to do and not putting up with trash. sometimes, man, enough is enough. Just like I put in the thumbnail. Enough is enough. I'm actually going through and getting rid of some of my old email addresses that I don't use anymore. Like, I'm getting troll messages on old email addresses that I don't use anymore. So I've been going through, I've deleted like 3 or 4 email addresses that I just don't use anymore. Because people can go online and do searches and they can find your email address, your phone number, all of that stuff. So they've been emailing me on email accounts I didn't even know I still had. So I just been going through deleting them. No response. Not getting mad. Not arguing with them. Just simply deleting them. I'm just going to be like a ghost to these people. Every time they try to find a new way to contact me, I'm just going to ignore it. And I don't really talk on the phone or answer the phone that much. So whenever they call my phone, it's just going to get blocked or they can leave a voicemail. And since we know they ain't going to do that, I don't have to worry about it. Because voicemails can be traced. Even if you're using those burner apps like Text Now and all that stuff, you can still be tracked. You don't realize it, but you can still be found. All you people who like playing on phones. I just don't care. That's the only reason I ain't bothered with it, because I don't care. Because you're not going to do anything. Ordering pizzas and talking shit on a voicemail means absolutely nothing. All you people are doing is showing your cowardice. You're showing that y'all are the punks. It's just that simple. I'm not going to pursue any of this stuff anymore. So I guarantee you guys, the next content that I do is going to be about the content. It's not going to be about any of this fuckery anymore. Because honestly, it's just stupid. And I ought to be ashamed of myself for feeding into it, to be honest with you. I've been feeding into this stuff for too long. For a few years now, I've been feeding into these people. And it's a damn shame. I haven't been acting my age. But, you know what? Shit gotta change. And I know they're not gonna stop, so I gotta make the changes on my end. Because they ain't ever gonna stop doing what they doing. As long as they think they can get a reaction, they're gonna keep doing it. I haven't done anything to any of these people. They just decided they want to harass and bother me and my family. For whatever reason, I don't know. And at this point, I don't care what their reason is. They just simply want me to respond to it. That's all they want. And I'm not going to do it anymore. So, I hope you guys are ready for a new day, because that's exactly what you're going to get. There's no more games to be played. I'm going to do my content and then get off of here. That's how it's going to be from now on. I don't want your suggestions. I don't want none of that stuff. Just watch the content. If you like, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. That's it. But we ain't going to talk about no more of this old stuff. It's 2021 and we're still talking about 2017. That's how ridiculous this whole situation is. That's how stupid and repetitive this whole situation is. 2021 and we're still talking about 2017. And I've allowed myself to get sucked down into this shit with these people. Because I'm the one that keep responding to them. Done with that. Anyways, I'm making some office alterations. Tuesday, my new gamer chair will be here. Yes, I know I just bought the chair that I'm sitting in, but I'm actually buying a brand new one for my streaming. This chair is my video game chair, believe it or not. And my other one, the other blue one, I gave it to the boys today because they needed a game chair in their room. So my new one will be here Tuesday. I got to work all week, but I'll put it together. And then I'll show it to you guys once I get it all put together. But I'm just making some changes around here, a few alterations. And then I'll show y'all what it looks like after that. But the last thing before I get off of here. Probably the ultimate thing. All that other stuff was just fuckery. But the ultimate thing is I'm going to actually put more work into my content. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because guess what? It's easy money on here. I can make money off of this. As much as I want or as little as I want. So, I'm going to stop treating it like an afterthought. No, YouTube is not a job. I'm never going to say that. But I'm going to start treating it like a hustle. Because honestly, I don't even treat it like a hustle. I treat it like an afterthought. I've always treated it like an afterthought. I've always said, you know what, who cares? That's why I just deleted 315 videos off of this channel. That's how much I don't care about YouTube. 315 videos and live streams deleted. And I didn't even look at them first. I just deleted them. That's because I truly don't care about the website. I never have. But you know what? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to change that. I'm going to grift like everybody else. No, that don't mean I'm going to beg for money. That's not what I mean by grift. What I mean is I'm just going to grind out more content. I'm never going to beg. You guys never have to worry about that. I'm never going to post a Patreon or a Cash App, none of that stuff. Never going to do that. My ideal of grifting is just grinding more content. So expect more content. That's really it. Because you know what? I'm going to milk this thing like everybody else. Fuck it. I don't really care. But you never have to worry about me doing all the other stuff. Hey guys, go to my Patreon. I'm never going to do any of that. Sorry. My pride just won't allow it. It just won't. And I've actually had people close to me tell me, man, fuck that shit. You should get your money. No. I mean, I've had several people say, don't nobody give a fuck. Put a Cash App up there. Put a Patreon up there. Nobody cares. Yeah, somebody do care. It's me. I care. That's why I won't do it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all motherfuckers might say, you know what? Fuck it. It's just YouTube. Yeah, of course, a lot of y'all wouldn't even bat an eye. If I put a Patreon up there, y'all niggas wouldn't give a shit. But I would. It would bother me because I don't beg. Never have and never will. So, regardless of the people who tell me I should, I'm not going to. And I don't give a damn how much more money I can make off of this stupid thing. I'm not going to beg. If I can't make whatever on the little AdSense revenue, then I don't deserve it. That's the way I see it. Regardless of what you want to call me, two things I hold above anything else on this website. I don't beg and I tell the truth. Those are the two things I have above a lot of people on this website. And I'm going to keep those things. Everything else, I don't know. It's up in the air. But those two, I will never compromise on. Never going to sit on here and waste my time lying. And I'm never going to sit on here and beg y'all for anything. Period. All these other people, that's on them. Do what you want. Don't care. And with that, it's late enough. I haven't even played my video game once today because I've been out all day. We live close to Nashville now, and we haven't been to Nashville. So we finally went to Nashville to hang out today. Man, it is crowded. I got some really short videos I'm going to upload, some YouTube shorts. Man, I've never seen streets that crowded before. It's like 95 degrees, and everybody and their mamas out there. And man, we saw some wildebeests out there. Like, what I'm thinking about doing is I might just upload them and edit them all together into one big video. Or I might just upload a bunch of little ones. I don't know. But holy crap, some of these women, somebody should tell them to stop wearing certain stuff. I mean, wow. It was bad. But y'all will get to see it. It was just me and my kids mostly just laughing. It was funny as hell. But y'all will get to see it. I'll post it eventually. Matter of fact, I'll probably do it before I go to bed tonight. Because I go back to work tomorrow. And I got a busy schedule this month. I'm going to be really humping it. So, I'm going to be back on my daytime streaming because I'm going to be working at nights. Every single week this coming month, I'm going to be working. So, just getting y'all ready for it. Just letting y'all know. It starts tomorrow and it's going to be every single week till September. And then September is going to be the same way too. Because I got to make my paper. And with that, I think I said everything I need to say. So, I'm going to get up out of here. But like I said, guys, starting fresh. I don't care about none of the old stuff. I'm deleting that stuff from my brain. If you want to hang around my channels, you would do well to delete that shit from y'all's. Because honestly, if I even see a little slight mention of it, you're getting banned away from here. So that's just all it is to it. I'll catch up with y'all probably tomorrow.
You might have so